Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a closer look at the NTI E-1WP environment monitoring system.
Yeah, this thing is basically a digital sentinel.
Right. It's designed to guard those critical unmanned places. So our mission today is to really quickly get our heads around how this one box can keep you protected.
It's the ultimate remote watchdog. I mean, think about a server closet or maybe a cold storage facility. Its whole job is to flag those, day-ruining conditions.
And we're not just talking about temperature, are we?
No, not at all. It's way beyond that. It's looking for liquid water, power dips and surges, physical intrusion, even smoke.
Okay, so let's get to so what's of it?
Right.
A problem happens. How does this unit yell for help without just creating a ton of noise? I see it can handle up to 32 alerts.
Right.
But what stops me from getting totally overwhelmed if, say, the power goes out and the temperature spikes at the same time?
And that is the absolute brilliance of their smart alerts. It's designed to prevent exactly that kind of notification fatigue.
How does it work?
You can configure alerts that combine conditions. So, for instance, you can set it to only alert you when high temperature and deep power failure are both true. It focuses your attention.
So it's only for real emergencies.
Yeah.
How does it actually reach you?
Oh, it's incredibly robust. You get an immediate notification through email, or you can check a web page. It also ties into network management systems.
You mean like SNMP?
Exactly, SNMP. It speaks the language that the big network consoles understand, so it just plugs right in. And crucially, it can send SMS messages.
A text message, that's key.
It is. It does it through an email to SMS gateway, so you get that critical alert no matter where you are.
Okay, so we know what it watches. Let's talk about how. How are all these sensors connected? This brings us to the one-wire connection.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating here is the design. It's all about simplicity and range. They use two standard RJ11 connectors.
Like an old phone jack.
Just like a phone jack. But
Okay.
Here, that simple interface carries both power and data. That's the whole point of one wire. Minimal wiring, low cost, but over huge distances.
And how huge are we talking?
You can daisy-chain sensors up to 600 feet. That's about 183 meters per connector. And the real genius is that the sensors are hot pluggable.
So no downtime.
Zero downtime. You don't have to power cycle the unit to add a new sensor. It detects it automatically. So a new configuration takes, seconds? Not a whole maintenance window?
That plug-and-play approach is great, but I was reading about the sensor math. It sounds like it could be a bit of a bottleneck.
It is a limitation, you're right. But it forces you to prioritize. You can connect up to 24 of the single reading sensors, like a simple temperature probe.
Okay.
But if you use a combination sensor, one that reads temperature, humidity, and dew point, that single device actually counts as 3 inputs, so you can only have 8 of those total.
So it's a trade-off, simplicity for capacity.
Exactly. And beyond those environmental sensors, it's also keeping an eye on the network itself.
Right, the digital inputs.
It has 2 built-in digital inputs for contact closures, think door or cabinet sensors. Plus, it can ping up to 4 key IP devices on your network.
So it knows if your main server goes offline.
Precisely. And it supports up to 4 IP video cameras, so you can pull up a live feed and visually confirm an alert. You can see for yourself if that temperature spike is a real fire or just a brief anomaly.
But the real challenge here isn't just sensing the data, it's making sure the sensor unit itself never, ever fails. Which brings us to power redundancy.
That's the core of it. When a system is your eyes and ears, stability is everything. The standard E-1WP has dual redundant DC power supplies. If one fails, it just automatically switches to the other one, no interruption.
And there's another version, the E-1WPP, that takes it even further.
That's the one with trickle redundancy. It adds built-in power over Ethernet, PoE. So you've got your 2 DC inputs plus the network cable providing power. The chance of it going blind from a power failure is, well, it's basically 0.
The numbers seem to back that up. The mean time between failures, the MTBF, is staggering.
It's 703,871 hours. That is just incredible hardware stability.
Yeah.
And the security matches it, HDTPS, SSL-v3, AES, 2 and 56-bit encryption. This thing is built to be a reliable, secure fortress.
So for you, the listener, the applications are pretty clear. IT infrastructure, cold storage, really any unmanned area that needs fail-safe monitoring.
Exactly. And, that brings up a final kind of provocative thought for you to chew on.
Go on.
Despite this unit being so incredibly secure and stable, with AES, 256-bit encryption and all that, the source material points out this really fascinating constraint.
Which is?
Modern web browsers, newer versions of Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, they've all disabled support for the older SSL-v3 protocol.
So even though the hardware is rock solid and built to last for decades, external software standards can suddenly make it harder to configure.
It's the perfect example of that friction, right? A reminder that even the most robust systems are still part of a bigger, constantly changing ecosystem. You update your browser one day, and suddenly connecting to your ultra-reliable hardware gets complicated. It's a fun intersection to think about.